the Niners have placed 3 more players on the COVID-19 list. Trent Williams, Brandon Aiyuk, Daniel Helm, they join Hronis Grasu, Joe Walker, Javon Kinlaw, Eric Armstead. 7 players on the COVID-19 list. That's all I really got to say about that. If the Niners had a game on Sunday, they'd probably have to cancel it. And if these guys can't pass tests in the next week or so, who knows what's going to happen with the game next week against the Rams. I guess you could call it good luck and lucky timing that it's happening now. But, I mean, really the way it's going, there could be another report tomorrow from the Niners of 2 or 3 more players who get this. So not what they need. Do you guys have any thoughts about this?
So I have a question for you. Not necessarily.
Sure.
With this bye week, are players still going to the facility every single day to test?
Good question. I don't think they're in the facility, but I think they have to do drive-by testing. I've done drive-by testing at Levi's, by the way. So I think they have to.
Okay. That was my question. So where if they don't show up, basically, are they considered on the list?
No, I don't think so. I think what they have to do is drive up. Like that's what I did. There was one person in the press box who it was Cam, and he had COVID. He tested, or his wife tested positive. We all had to go in and drive up, get the little nose swab, and leave. So I'm sure they can do that too. Okay. They have to, and I'm sure they do it 7 days a week. So we could hear more news on tomorrow.
Okay, I asked because it's the bye week. What if somebody wants to go see a family member for a day, see his wife and his kids for one day, and they're not able to drive by? Like, is that considered, or is the team telling them, hey, you can't do this?
I don't know.
I haven't asked.
That's a good question. Maybe you should ask Jamar Taylor and get the scoop on that one.
I should.
Just kidding. Well,
my only stance is just 3 guys from the Oregon Rose Bowl team. That's Joe Walker, Grasu, and Eric Armstead. I know a lot of the guys that get put on the list are close contact, not necessarily positive tests. That was the issue, of course, with Aiyuk. True. So it could just be Aiyuk a couple of weeks ago, I should say. So that could be the same thing here.
I have one quick thought, and then we'll move on. It seems to me that this is becoming a bigger and bigger issue every week, COVID in the NFL. And that mirrors what's happening in the world. I mean, cases are spiking throughout the country. So it seems to me it's not a Niner issue, it's an NFL issue. And where we're at right now, November 20th, I don't know what I'm pointing at, November 20th, we're past most teams' bye weeks. There's less wiggle room in the schedule. So if teams start having 7, 8 players go down with COVID a week, they're going to have to start canceling games, and maybe they might have to schedule an 18th week of the season to play more games. And then if that isn't enough, what they talked about is adding an 8th team to the playoffs if they have to start canceling games, and certain teams can't get to a 16-game schedule. So Niners, maybe this is good news for the Niners. Maybe this opens up their window to get into the playoff. This is getting really interesting, and this is a story that's not going away. It actually might start coming with more frequency.
They get into the playoffs at 6-6. Imagine that.